everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Romo's Cowboys going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So with that, let's get up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for Pittsburgh first. And connection number one there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony. But Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number one target.
The play clock's running down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Jack 16, set, 230.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
Third and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Surveying the field. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A give to the fullback on the dive.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Romo. Oh, he's going to air. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden. Trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Charles, Ezekiel Elliott, he's on quite a 3-week stretch, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when you think about where he was drafted, number 4 in the entire draft, and the prevailing wisdom that says you don't draft a running back that high. You can get a back later on who will do the same type of damage. I don't know if it's going to continue to hold up that way. Ezekiel Elliott is powering the Cowboys in the early season.
134 on the yardage side against the Bengals and 2 touchdowns. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. These Dallas Cowboys on offense, they have been humming. In fact, note you and I were discussing before the game, first team in NFL history to have a rookie QB with 1,000 yards passing and a rookie running back with 500 yards rushing through 5 games.
Those numbers would be good no matter what year they're in the league. But when you say rookie at quarterback, rookie at running back with that, That's off the charts. And boy, that offensive line, they've got to just be walking around with big smiles knowing how much they've contributed to that.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Romo. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he'll get it up the middle. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go. 230. These 2.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Tony Romo on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now out come the Steelers. They go back to the air here after the Ions, and they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Roethlisberger to throw on. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Let's go league-wide here. The Atlanta Falcons. You know, we haven't talked about them a whole lot up to this point, but back-to-back weeks beating Carolina and Denver, the 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl.
And I know that many people earlier in the season were saying, well, remember they started 5-0 in 2015 and they collapsed and didn't make the playoffs. But after what you just described, being the 2 Super Bowl participants back-to-back weeks, including Denver on the road, I think people believe this team's for real.
These 2. Check 4.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out in the pistol. After the interception, here's Romo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Fresh set of downs here.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo.
That flows.
He's got a good ring, so I'm going to start calling him Antonio.
The lyrical one.
Romo now to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down, 15 yards still needed. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Third and long here. It's Romo. And that is incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Wide, get wide.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Jackson, switch.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, let's go! Check 16. Check 13. Left.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And quickly they get to the line. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He finds Coates complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Ben to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marcus Wheaton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Romo. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. Romo here on first down. He hits Beasley right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and 2, it's Romo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm actually surprised they didn't get out of that play. I didn't see anyone pressing the line of scrimmage for the defense.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Back to throw, Romo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.